I'm starting to see that people are portraying themselves as perfect. How you will see a motherfucker on social media, YouTube or Instagram, and they don't really give you the back shit, which is cool. It is what it is. You feel me? Only way you'll actually see some type of human element is from streamers, and even then, it's still somewhat no slight of human element in the mix, which is cool. It's all for entertainment. I hope y'all know that, right? Now, everybody else is pretending like they figured this shit out. But this is the difference between them and me. I haven't. I'm trying to figure it out like everybody else. Just like you sitting here watching this shit with me. Well, you're not watching it with me, but you're watching it with me. You get what I'm saying, right? But this episode right here, let's just call this a reset. A reset in the sense of breaking the illustrations of everybody's perfect, which is nobody's perfect, honestly, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody's perfect. Motherfuckers fit, slip up, fall up, trip and fall and stumble and all this other shit. It's the matter of when you pick yourself up. So, in the sense of that, yo, I was scrolling the other day, right? Watching animal videos and shit, laughing, watching, especially cats. Them little motherfuckers wild as hell. But that's besides the point. But as I'm scrolling, killing time, shit like that, right? Then I switched apps and went to Twitter. And boom, motivational a motivational tweet popped up like this.
Are distractions.
Straight up.
I think a relationship is a distraction unless you're ready for that.
Focus on yourself. Eat healthy. Take a lot of showers. Read. Reading is important. I didn't go to parties. I didn't have no girlfriend. Barely had friends sometimes. You know why? Because I was focused.
Genuinely work. That's what's going to separate you from everybody else.
Yes.
You're going to put the hours in to work.
I don't give a fuck about what anybody else is doing. How hard is it to understand?
Then I'm like, after watching it was because I mean I saved y'all the trouble from watching the whole shit because then you're gonna feel how I feel watching this. But anyway, I'm watching it and then I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, I'm fucking wasting my life right now. I'm really wasting my life scrolling. But it was inspirational in the sense of looking at what the fuck I've done that day and the time it was, right? And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. Fuck that. Kept scrolling, right? Then I got certain apps set up where, you know, certain times of the day they send me updates or notifications of certain shit. Then boom, guess what? My motherfucking bank shit. I'm not gonna say what bank it is, but they sent me a notification of my update. You're a broke nigga. And I'm like, ah, fuck. All right, now I gotta fully plan out tomorrow and the next couple of days and shit like that. All right, whatever. You know what I mean? Like for that little slight minute, I felt like I wasn't shit, but it is what it is. But I will say this: moral of the story is you gotta align yourself with people that want to go the same way you want to go, right? Like-minded people, mind frame shit like that. Because if not, guess what? You're fucked. Yep, you're cooked. F and G podcast, fucking new guy podcast, episode 7. Yeah, 7. You're sticking around. Good job. I like y'all too, a little bit. But before we get there, right? Episode 7, man. I mean, I was talking to one of my coworkers the other day, and he was like, "Yo, what's up with your podcast?" Da, 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 da. I'm like, "It's alright, you know. It's going. You know, I'm not really doing it for money. You know, I'm doing it for entertainment. You know, I like to pretty much make content and talk to people, get people feedback, shit like that, whatever. But anyway, we started getting to statistics and shit. Oh, you're better than because I already looked into it. You know, as far as the statistics and people lasting. But anyway, enough fucking mumbling, because I can go on and on about shit, even though I don't really talk to people. I don't, but I do, but I don't. If that makes sense, right? But also too, before we actually really dive off the deep end, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to, share this shit. There's somebody that might think this shit is interesting. Because the longer the conversation, somewhat the better off we are. But also too, it's simple math, man. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like the shit, cool. You a hater. I'm bullshitting, but you might be. I don't know. Whatever.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad! You keep digging!
But yeah. Yeah, pretty much. But get comfortable. Because we're gonna be here for a little minute. Because we got some shit to talk about. Right? Now, getting comfortable. Somebody that was a little too comfortable in the situation. Shannon Sharpe, man.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
I'm gonna say this, and you know, I know it's all out there now. Everybody done seen the shit and all that, right? But I will say this: 2 people that he had on his show before this shit hit the fan, they was kind of cryptic in their shit, but they was actually kind of directly talking to him as well too. Because I'm gonna say this: God don't make no mistakes, and they said that, and they was telling him before it happened. Check this out.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Told you. I told you. I told you. You ain't tell me shit.
So, like, I'm gonna say this, man. It was a lot going on with everything. The fucked up part about it is, bro, you're 50 something years old messing with a 20 something year old. See the age dynamic group difference. This shit is like fucking 30 fucking years, bro. But it sucks. It really does. Because somebody else said something too. Especially this.
Question for you is this. Shannon, Stephen A, and Shaq, the 3 S's, are all at a fine establishment, and a classy, beautiful, impressive woman walks in, and you're all interested. Who's getting the number?
Me. You know why I'm getting the number?
What?
Shannon's gonna be too thirsty. Stephen A. And Stephen A gonna try to sound too smart with them dumb big ass words he be using. Hey, can I get your kind of like this? And she's just gonna look at me and she gonna know that I already got the PhD. And she gonna say, "Oh, that's Shaq. How are you?" And I'm just gonna sit back. Just gonna sit back and say hello. And I'm gonna act like I don't want it. And that's why I'm gonna get it. Hey, man, they don't call me Shaq-a-Nova for nothing, brother.
Now the sucky part about that situation is Cat Williams, Monique, and then Stephen A. Smith on the back end. Stephen A. Smith as the shit was unfolding, right?
People want to walk around thinking you can do what you want to do when you want to do it. You could your own operation. You don't have to answer to anybody. That's not true. I've had people open their mouth and they've said, Stephen A., you work for ESPN. What kind of control do you really have?
Now, here comes the question. When do you stop? Right? Because I was having a few conversations with different people that have different takes on this shit, as well as me. Because my take on it is, do what you want to do. Motherfuckers is grown, whatever the case may be. She's a OF model, clapping cheeks at the age, But here's the difference between him and a lot of other celebrities that do the shit. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the guy on the other side, but I understand both, right? A lot of those celebrities that fuck with young motherfuckers and they just fucking having fun, having a blast, having a time of their life, right? They have them sign NDAs in a sense, just so their asses are covered in situations like this. But here's the wild part about it. I don't think he ever thought about that. I don't think he ever thought about that only because of the spectrum that he's in now. He never been in that situation before. Some shit that he created and they want to pay for. Now, yeah, my boy. Yeah. Motherfuckers gonna come after that bag. That $100 million bag that you had, ESPN was about to give you, that shit's gone.
Julian. I don't know where I felt like I get a little drink around here, do you, bud?
That shit is neat though, buddy. You're done up. I don't care what you talking about. You're done up, bro. You wanna know why? Now this is the back end of it. Disney own that shit. Disney don't want no parts of any type of scandals that look crazy, especially to their viewers because kids watch Disney. Marvel, they make billions of dollars in box offices and shit like that, and then it be attached to ESPN, and then you are a part of ESPN with whoa, it's a rabbit hole, son.
Stephen A., you work for ESPN.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole. Like you wilding, you out here wilding. You sticking your dick and nah, son, nah, you gotta cut it out. You gotta cut it out, bro. Shorty was too young for you to be trying to out here clap cheeks. Too young, son. Too young. Too young. Too young. You gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. You could be her grandfather. Golly. Don't get me wrong. It's shit out here. I'm not gonna say shit out here because there's chicks out here that got sugar daddy. I know we all seen that one video. Uh, I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. If you seen it, you did. If you didn't, have a blast when you find. I'm gonna just say, old man was just I guess he didn't seem so old at the time. But anyway, right? He's been warned at least a good 2 times in his face before this shit happened. It is. It's a sad situation. Um, but I get it. You feel me? Y'all let it happen, shit like that. But it's how can I put this? Hey, make sure you bleep this out. Stop. That's just it. Find some chick that's pushing 30 that ain't at least, because now you really know what comes with it, especially with her lawyer. Come on, dog. Come on, son. For real? You know he about to try to dig in niggas' asses. Pause. No Diddy. Well, his. But anyway, that's that's besides the point. But man, listen, bro, it's a sad situation, bro. It really is.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzbee, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Buzbee targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so.
But I'm gonna say this: when Monique tried to warn you, you ain't listen. Should have listened. Should have listened, bro. This is my thing about it, and this is how double standards play a role, right? Tracy Ellis Ross fuck with younger people, fuck with younger dudes, and Tracy Ellis Ross and Shannon Sharp, they're in the same age group.
I mean, we've talked about this, that often I date younger men. And a lot of it is because...
Let's stop on that, folks.
Oh my God, we had a great dinner. We had a great dinner, by the way, where across the table, your husband goes, "But why?" And I said, "Well, maybe because I can."
Yes, Parish. This is what I'm saying. Tales from Tracy's...
It's fun. It's really fun to share.
Tracy tale.
But
I'm sorry.
But one of the reasons, though, that because I had to ask myself that question, I was like, "What is this about?"
Yeah.
Because I want a partner, and so often, and it's not just that I'm older. I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
There's that.
There's that. But a lot of men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize, and I have no interest in it, and I will not do it again.
She doesn't get ridiculed for her shit. But this is why I see double standards. This is why I say double standards a lot, right? Because one, he's a man, so they're gonna try to go after his bread. He was already giving the chick bread. Like, you want more money on top of what the fuck I was giving you already? Wow. That's one. Two, now let's shift to the other side of Tracy Ellis Ross, right? You know, whatever young nigga she fucking with, she not just fucking with him just to fuck with him either. I know she done got him a few things too. Because she's well off. And whoever she fucking with, they might not be so well off. Now, I'm just being honest with you. Like, real shit. And this is why I say the double standards lie, because you will never hear no scandal about her. Because you can call me misogynistic all you want, whatever the case may be, but motherfuckers that's busting her cheeks, they getting bread too. So they ain't about to bite off more than they can chew just to, in the clapping cheeks situation, just to get some. Nah, that's not how men operate. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not how men operate. Like, if we got a good thing going and I'm getting money too, and I'm getting some pussy, and really, you ain't got no kids neither, so I can clap cheeks all over the crib whenever I want to. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, listen, yo, I'll be over there about 5 o'clock. Make sure you naked. Like for real, for real. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like we're gonna sit here and really have a conversation because Shannon Sharp, you tweaking. You're tweaking. You're knocking down some chick that could be your daughter age. At least let her be a little older than your daughter. Like seriously, she's either your daughter age or younger. Like, come on. So you gotta pick a struggle. You gotta pick a struggle. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, son. You gotta pick a struggle, son. You can't go younger than your seed. If she was a little older, cool. If she was like right on the cusp, if she was like an age or two older than your daughter, all right, whatever. You got it, far. But Shorty, like, you met her when you was 9. You met her when she was 19.
Julian.
Golly, bro. At least Trish Ellis Ross, like if she knocking down some young shit,
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck. Must have on a beat, bro.
I'm pretty sure the youngest that knocked off was like 20 something. And I know he probably did her in. he probably did her little ass in, and she's just like, yeah, I'm fine with dating younger guys. It is what it is. Like I ain't throwing no dirt or mustard on nobody's name, but I'm just keeping it funky, man. Like situations that motherfuckers having. Because I ain't gonna lie, if I was 20 something, I'd knock that shit off too. Real rap right now, she look good. And she got bread. She's a millionaire, bro. Oh man, look, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. If y'all 20 and y'all know where she at or where she frequently go, and you ain't dealing with nobody, then you better run down on that and see what it is, bro. I'm just being listen. Look to Young Ball. I'm being honest with you, man. All right. She already put it out there. She fuck with young dudes, man. You better turn that wrist to $1 million, my boy. I don't know what else to say. I have no other. I don't know what else to say, man. But wait. Look, check this out.
Explaining Wu-Tang Clan to them the other night. I go, do you have to understand how wild this band was? I go, when Old Dirty Bastard was in Rikers, they went to Rikers and performed in Rikers.
A lot of people think that, you know what I'm saying, like he said, think we on some karate fighting or whatever. We ain't on it like that.
Is that Prince King? Come here, Prince.
I heard that. I'm the God who's the head of the Lord. Dirty bastard from the Wu-Tang squad.
Razor blade sharp, son. Wu-Tang Shaolin Style was released on December 2nd, 1999, and it was exclusively released for the PlayStation only. It was also released in the UK as Wu-Tang Taste the Pain. See, a lot of people think that Def Jam Vendetta was the first fight.
How many members are in the Wu-Tang Clan?
4. Like 10.
I'm gonna say 6.
I don't know. 9.
There you go. Can you name them?
RZA, Jizza, Method Man, ODB, U-God, Ghostface, Raekwon, Inspector Deck, Master Killer.
There it is.
Popping Ambien. Rappers having panic attacks. Go pop a Xanny then. We pop up everywhere that you.
I gotta say this because not enough flowers been given to this group. Don't get me wrong. They have flowers and all that other shit. People big them up and all that. And they created a massive culture. Wu-Tang. The only group that I know, shit, besides the Beatles, but in our space, you know what I mean. In our space, right? The only group to do it like them was nobody. No other group done it like them. And I wanna give them the utmost respect by all means, in any means. I'm being so serious right now. I still bump these shit to this day. Like how things and yo, I'm not gonna lie. The Wu-Tang show that was on Hulu. If you haven't watched it, watch it along with their documentaries. it's gonna give you a lot of insight on shit, and and give you more of a what's the word I'm looking for? More of a je ne sais quoi, I guess. That's not the right fucking word, but you get what I'm saying. Like it's gonna give you more of a oh shit, like look at them in a different light because they was dope all around the board, bro. Every samurai brought something to the clan, like, and it was so dope because it was like a million of them, and we never ever had another group like that, and I don't think it will never ever be another group like that, especially rap, hip hop. And then looking at it now in hindsight, I don't think we'll ever have anything like that ever again. They will truly go down in history. Like if we had a rap, I know, what is it? Rolling, no, it's not Rolling Stone. It is Rolling Stone, or Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think they're in there already, but if we had a Hall of Fame for hip hop, they would definitely be in there. Definitely. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you, real shit. But I don't want to glaze him that much. No, Diddy. On to some realization, right?
Yeah, I do. I mean, you could say this to your coaches, your ownership, your GM, right? But why are you saying it to the media, right? And another thing is like, I hate when people don't ever like put a name on it, because who's really saying that? Yeah. And it reminds me of coaches that probably was a quarterback, probably didn't play, right? Probably was a backup, probably never went to the NFL, right? Probably wasn't secure on who he was, and guys that were superstars that had swagger to them, they call it arrogance, and he can't fit with them guys. Probably a guy that never had no attention, nobody really talked to him. You get in the NFL, now you got some type of voice. I hate them type of dudes, because I play with guys like that, right? And it's like you want to whisper behind somebody's back, and it makes you, I guess, feel weird because Shedeur is super confident. Yeah. Because Shedeur knows who he is. Shedeur knows what he brings to a team. He knows his talent, right? And that makes you uncomfortable. I hate people like that, man. And that's why you see a lot of players that get traded, a lot of players that have issues with their coaches because they make that narrative of them.
Yeah, that's really yo. I don't know how to gauge it because I see it from so many aspects and so many views, and then to play football myself, I played football all high school. I should have went. I had a chance to go to college. I didn't. I was stupid. I just run around and I was stupid. I was stupid. But I'm here now. Get me? But anyway, um, to really gauge that situation, I know what I felt about it, right? I wanted to see what so many other people felt about it.
You get these coaches that are not accustomed to dealing with or having conversations with individuals at this position that have a certain snack, crackle, pop to them. Right, I feel you. They're not. Yeah. They don't walk and talk like the quarterback position. That's the only thing they've ever coached. They've only coached this type of quarterback. So they're not used to a dude rolling in there, probably got the big old chain on, and he got the swag with his hat and his glasses. On like that. No, but I'm saying, in their mind, they see that. And he's smiling and being himself. They're not used to that. They want.
And then I sat back and really thought about it even more. But before we get to my point,
I'll do what my team needs to win.
So why you ain't do it in the bowl game?
Huh?
You ain't do what your team needs to win the bowl game.
You didn't either. You didn't do what your team needs.
You didn't either. So I
you
guess
quit
we
on your
both suck
team, bro.
I guess we both suck.
Hey, he quit on his team.
I guess we both suck. No, I didn't.
You quit on your team in the bowl. You said what? If the boys go to the bowl, we're gonna quit. I hope if you go to the Super Bowl.
Cause now here's my take on it, right? Cause I watched a few of his games, highlights and things like that, some interviews and takes on certain things, especially as far as him over since he went to Colorado, even when he was at the HBCU, when it's playing with his pops and shit. Because it's a when you go backwards, it's a very interesting and intriguing situation, and his brother too. But here's the thing about it. The more and more I looked into it, it's two parts to the situation. One, yeah, he was arrogant. They said he fucked up a lot of interviews and these, that, and the third. I know y'all seen the video, right? So that's one take on it. I get it because if you look at over the years, right? As many arrogant players that we had, they turned out to be divas. Wasn't too many arrogant quarterbacks. Most of them was wide receivers. Cool. But once you look at the play and how many teams, because I mean it's fucked up. I'm a Steelers fan, so we needed a quarterback. So for them not to get a quarterback, that's like a slap in the face. And not for nothing, from what I seen from both sides of that team and him, they seem like, yo, that was a good fit. But whatever, we're not gonna get onto that because I'm a Steelers fan, and that shit kind of pissed me off. But
That's the plan. If that's not what you're trying to do, don't get me. If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the culture, don't get me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over. And I've done it over and over and over. So it should be no question why NFL franchise should pick me.
If you don't know who that is, that's Shedeur Sanders. That's Deion Sanders' son. He was supposed to be drafted much higher than he actually was. He was expected to be a first-round pick. He went in like the 5th or 6th round. And there are a bunch of people saying it's because of his race. They don't like to see a black man confident. They don't want to see a black man do well. They don't like to see a father invested in their son. No, that's not it. That clip I just showed you is it. Because if I'm an owner, a GM, right, a head coach, and I see this guy who hasn't been drafted telling me what I need to do with my team, move along. Move along. Tell me what I need to do with my culture as if he's God or something. I think an attitude like this is the biggest reason why teams passed on him. All the way into the 5th or 6th round. It seems now that he's been knocked off his high horse, the Browns are like, okay, we'll take a gamble on you. Doesn't mean he won't turn out to do very well in the NFL. Doesn't mean he doesn't have a bright future. Time will tell. We will see. But I'm tired of a bunch of black people making this about race. The league is over 50% black. These teams regularly sign millions and millions of millions of millions of millions of dollars in deals with black athletes. This isn't because they're racist. We need to stop making everything about race. It's pathetic, and it makes it harder to take black people seriously when they complain about race because they make everything about race. It's like the boy who cried wolf. I think his attitude had the biggest thing to do with it. Because I'm telling you again, if that was me and I was a GM or a coach, pass. Pass. If he's talking like that, pass.
Yo, why the music stop? I need some taping shit behind me. That's more like it. But anyway, right? Here's the thing about it. And this is why I feel about the situation, right? I get it in the sense of how they feel as far as his arrogance. But for him to go as far as he did, what, just to prove a point? And then I was hearing from a lot of people that they said, oh, they don't want his dad to just come up to the stadium and just walk in there like it. This is my question. Why would he? He got a whole nother team that he has to coach his damn self. So what makes you think he's going to leave that team just to come to this team and walk in and be a spectator to his son? Don't get me wrong. He is going to come in sometimes, but put some logic to that, right? Put some logic to it, because he has a whole team that he has to coach as well. That's one. So get that aspect out your brain. Two, yeah, he's arrogant, but look at Baker Mayfield.
that second game. It came out hot.
Baker Mayfield was another prime example, but guess what? They're not the same. They let that shit ride, but they gonna crucify Shador. That makes no sense. And then ironically, the same team picked him too. We're gonna have to see how this shit unfolds, honestly, because I'm gonna tell you like this. When he humbles himself, because this is a humbling situation. When he does, oh baby. Oh baby. I'm gonna let you know right now. Whoever didn't pick him, and y'all had more than enough time to pick him. It's gonna be hell to pay when he get on the field. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's gonna be hell to pay. And do your homework, because I'm still doing homework to see how this shit unfolds. Yo, like it or not, some type of war is going to happen. I don't know what it's going to be, but some type of form of war is going to happen either within the next few months or maybe next year. I don't know what the fuck it is, but some type of form of war. And I'm only saying that because, yo, Spain just had a blackout. And they calling that a cyber attack. I'm going to do my homework, but we're going to talk about that shit more on the next episode. Until next time, yo. I love y'all. Come back again. And shit, somebody come have a seat.